Yeah, isn't the real problem the money in these elections? Like you said, he's got 4 million, you got 45,000. And that is going to go on, and we'll never get regular people who are represented when that kind of money is involved. So don't you think some kind of campaign reform would be...
Sure.
And even on the Republican side, I noticed that these guys finance, the Army's group financed the Tea Party, and they primaried out a bunch of good Republican guys, like Senator Lugar in Indiana. So if there's a lot of money in the elections, I think our democracy is done for. I really do. I think we need a campaign.
And one of the first things I would want to try to revive is some campaign finance reform.
Yeah, that's a huge thing.
Getting rid of, or reforming broadcast alone is not enough. I think it would help a lot, but I agree with you.
What about public financing? Give me your...
Well, I like the idea. I think we should work toward that. I think as a long-term goal is a good one. But again, we have 535 men and women in Congress who are fighting very hard to keep their jobs. And the best way they know to do that is to keep taking checks. And that's what they do. I presume most of you know that when they're not on the floor of Congress, they're out raising money. They're either on the phone calling wealthy donors, or traveling around the country. In some places, Mr. McCarthy was in China raising money from Mitt Romney a few weeks ago. It's all about the money. Now, I'm lucky because I had some name recognition already, and I had the freedom, the flexibility to spend a lot of time meeting people. He doesn't have that luxury. He has to use the money.
Yeah, but the minute you went to Congress, suppose you win.
Yeah.
You got 2 years, right? You got 2 years, and you would become a target.
I'm sure it would.
For a huge bunch of money against them.
I'm sure it would. It stinks.
I know.
It stinks. But here's something I'd like to try to change. He spends almost all of his time in Washington or traveling around the country. That money that he raised, by the way, he doesn't spend in the district. He uses it to recruit and promote other politicians. So one of the things I'd like to change is the way that members of Congress vote. Why is it that they have to be in Washington? This is the 21st century. We do banking online, send our medical records on the internet. Why can't a member of Congress vote from his district office? It would mean he or she could spend more time in the district. And there's something else that I've always found crazy. Call me naive, but if I had a job working for a restaurant, and I said to my boss, you know, I'm going to be out for the next 6 months looking for work at another restaurant, but of course I expect you to keep paying. But that's what politicians do. I don't know why we let them get away with that. They're on the clock. They should be working for us. I'm not sure what mechanism we use to fix that, but I think we ought to be talking about it and holding them accountable for it. And that's maybe the main thing we can all